nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run! Flip, flip, flip!
Now a handoff looking right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready? Black 25, hush! 55, Mike. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. 36, 36.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He wants your wrestling. He wants your wrestling. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Big ass, big ass.
Mixon will try the right side. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
It's easy work.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ready? Blue ready. Check 55, come on. Oh, yeah.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the first down, Chiefs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Switch, switch, switch. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Hey, come on. Come back. Easy, easy, easy. Hey, watch that, watch that. Here we go.
Now it's Mixon running right. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Spine, spine, spine. No, no, no. Green, triple C. 44, let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is
And the pressure gets to him again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Check 24, check, hold tight.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill.
This is Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here we go. Go to base. Watch tight end. Tight right. Out. 5 down. Stand up in. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check your hot read.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He may try and run for this. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Ready? Flag! What is that? Hey, stop! Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert 3. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ready? Flag, what it do? Hey,
they give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Check. Crouch. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
Check 3.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Check, 45.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on them.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. Let him know.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Ready? You ready? Green, triple team. Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 44. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff looking right. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready? White 25. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 99. Check 99.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Ready? White 25. 57. Ready? One tight end. 3 down. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. And this is caught at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up in an offset eye. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Pick the edge. Come on, go. Joker.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hines. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
22, Jack, down, 45 is the mark. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
At the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Black. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
45 is the mark. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Wide. Get wide. He's coming.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the third.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, Chiefs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Undercut. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 52. Check safety.
Throwing, Winston. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Flip it.
Now Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Winston's pass completes to coverage. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
45 to Mike. 45. Come on here. Come get some.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready, you ready. Target. Check that way.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Winston now from the 50. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 11. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run again with Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check. Even. Watch twist. Switch.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 15, check 15. Shoot. Back. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll have another 1st down and more. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Show it up. Show it up.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Brings up third and 12.
Yeah, baby. Set, hut. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready. White 25. 57 to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 43. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, even. Check. Crunch.
Now they try the right side here.
Under 10.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 12.
Check.
Now a handoff working right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chiefs, They improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never